They meet in the middle. They have to change. They
Wow.
have to change. So the metaphor there also is that for them to really see the other side, see the other side, no? And then putting themselves in other person's shoes, no? And also
Having a body system too.
yes,
Yeah.
and also finding ways how to meet halfway. So these are all metaphors of that one. So that when they go back to their office, go back to the school, go back to their work, they would remember this activity when they would have that kind of situation, when they're face to face with each other, and then they would get that dilemma of who will have to bend down first or who will have to help.
Yeah, even in a traffic situation,
Yes,
that
it's
would
like a
be
traffic jam.
Yes, who would give in,
Who would give
so
in
that
first.
we can go forward.
That's right. And then for this one, for majority of the challenges, they would really have to give in together. So that's the metaphor that we're trying to teach them. So for all of the activities here, we'd really like to let them learn values and good behaviors, but we don't teach them outright. So
Well, it is a sort of fun thing to do while learning
that's right.
basic facts in life.
Yeah.
Diba? I mean, where do you find a place where you can enjoy doing it at the same time you're learning?
That's correct.
Unknowingly, you're trusting.
Yes.
Because trust is difficult to do.
Yeah.
And then especially in school, you don't know each other not
Yeah.
well. And then here, you get to be close because of
That's
a
correct.
sort of a obstacle that you have to achieve.
That's right.
Yeah.
So basically, the overlying principle is really with experiential adventure education, wherein we would we would give them challenges to experience what we would like them to learn. Like for example, trusting. Instead of telling them what is trust, and this is examples of trust, we let them go through the challenge,
And they'll know what trust is all
they
about.
would know what it is all about. No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what happens is one of the girls or the boys refuses because of that fear. What do you do?
Well, we have a principle, adventure principle called challenge by choice. And basically it means that saying yes to the challenge, okay, but you can choose your level of challenge.
Okay.
For example, for you, your highest level is just really in the middle of the wall,
Yeah.
and then you really cannot go further. That's fine. That's
Yeah.
okay. We tell everybody
You're
to
not
respect
forced to
them.
go
You
higher.
are not forced. No.
Yeah.
You're not forced to go beyond your capability, or we don't force you to do things that you don't want.
Well, that's good to know, Leo, because I think I would like to suggest to the Department of Education and to really bring all student levels here in Kool Adventure Camp so that they will learn something out of school that is more important in real life in the future. So we'll be back for a final set after this break.
Imagine a new world. A dependable world. An innovative world. A flexible world. A rewarding world. A surprising, exciting, inviting world. A world we know you would expect. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Globe. Let's create a wonderful world.
Andy,
Yes, Momski?
do you want to order dinosaurs for lunch?
Okay.
Hello, Skycable. Can I have the Animal Planet channel, please?
Give them exactly what they want. Skycable Select, the first to let you add channels to your basic plan with just one call from the country's biggest cable TV provider.
Bugs for dessert?
This is the story of Will. When he was 12, he went missing. And no one found him until 20 years later. Now that he's back, he doesn't want to waste a single moment. Fortunately, he has found a way to catch up. Sky Broadband 10 Mbps Advantage Plan. 10 times faster internet for only $1499 a month.
Thank you for staying with us. For our final set, we are now here at the summit of the Kool Adventure Camp. Now, what's this thing, Leo? What's this summit? What's this supposed to be?
So the summit, this is a reflection area, okay, for the groups who would, after the ropes course, they would come up here and then they would do their debriefing. And this is a time when they would gather all their learnings and try to make sense out of it. And then try to see where they can use this when they go back to the school, when they go back to the workplace, and when they go back to their lives.
So it's like a meditation center there.
Yes, yes, a meditation area of sorts, yes.
And then you have what? 360 degrees view.
That's right, yeah.
Of this facility, no? And
so we have the Kansumuri Mountains over there. You can see the Trans Central Highway over there. Yeah.
And you can, far away, you can see
Tunisia.
the Tunisia heavy industries.
That's right. Yeah.
So business is not really far away from this place.
That's right, yeah.
And so what are these facilities?
Okay, so right here we're seeing these are the residential areas. Okay, so first up to the right, these are all the youth bunks. So this is where we house all the youth. So it has around 156 capacity. There's three clusters of the residences for the youth. And over at this side, these are the corporate cabins. Okay, this is where we house all our corporate clients. And this will house around 64 guests.
One room per guest, or?
No, they would actually be around four to a room.
What's the purpose of having that?
The purpose of having that is that the idea is that, well, as it looks like a hotel residence, but it actually is not. So we're operating as a education center, wherein the primary focus is really with the learning. So
and you learn to live with each other also.
That's correct. So they would be there, they would be able to discuss and talk about their experience, share what it means for them.
Additional bonding, if you would.
That's correct.
Yeah.
So that's why there's around 3 or 4 persons per room.
But for the youth, they are into bunks, right?
Yes.
How many per room?
They per room, okay? Per room they are around 22. Okay, and then they are Japanese-inspired rooms, wherein basically it's just sleeping platforms, elevated sleeping platforms, and we will provide them with mats.
Tatami mats, or no?
No, foam mats. Mats. Okay. So they would be sleeping there, and of course you would segregate them for males and females, and there's also an area or a room there for the teachers. Okay, so we actually let the teachers sleep with the participants.
Now, one of the things that our cameramen went to the camp area.
Yes.
And in that camp area, everybody gets to have his own tent, or is it the one tent with 3 people, or?
Yes, they would also share it. This is really to train them to how to live with each other and how to
and it's not far from the river.
It's not.
Yeah. So at night we will hear only the noise of nature.
Yes, all the crickets, all the birds, and sometimes all the bats. So they would, especially there in the campgrounds, they're really close to nature, and that place also fogs up around.
Especially here.
Yeah, around at dawn time.
Yeah, we started this show. We were very sunny, and now it's already cloudy.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the weather of the mountains.
Well, but there's also a teachers area, or
yes.
the supervisors, or what do you call them?
Yeah, for the teachers, they are really they're participants. So as you've seen a while ago with those groups, the teachers are with them. So the teachers are participants along with the kids. And the idea there is that the teachers will be the one who will be able to follow up with the students as to their commitments that they would do after the program. Because the expectation of the kids when they go back to their schools is that they would be doing a project that will benefit their school or the student body. So they're not just going to be doing this for their learning and then that will be it. When they go back, the expectation is that for them to do a project for the school.
Well, I saw one of the facilities which we brought our video cameras. There's also really a teaching facility here, for like a classroom.
Yes.
And what's
there
the
are.
purpose of that? To bring that the students into another classroom experience?
Well, for those specific learning rooms, because we would also have some trainings wherein we would need to project something, and different training programs, like for example the Leave No Trace program or other programs that would need things to be projected, then we would use the learning rooms.
Well, that Leave No Trace program, what's that?
Well, the Leave No Trace program, this is a basic and outdoor ethics program. It is part of our advocacy to also educate and share also the advocacy of having outdoor ethics. This is basically when you go to the wilderness, what are you supposed to do? Are you supposed to throw your trash, or are
To
you
bring your trash with you.
That's right. Or how to pee and do big business
Yeah.
in the woods, in the wilderness.
Yeah, but above all, I noticed that the Kool Adventure Camp puts emphasis in safety.
Yes, that's our
And you
primary
even have
focus.
a medical center
That's
and even
right.
an ambulance. Can you
That's
explain why the need of an ambulance?
Well, the need of the ambulance, it's really there for in cases of emergency. As much as we would prepare the students, the staff, and the facilities to make sure that none of these accidents would happen, in the event that it would happen, the center is prepared. That's why there's the ambulance there.
But there's a medical facility for emergencies.
Yes.
There's a standby nurse.
There is a standby nurse, and this person is a emergency medical technician, so an EMT, specifically trained for emergencies. And for this person, we specifically trained this person to address possible injuries that would come about in rope course areas, rope course setting.
Well, you also have a conference room.
Yes.
This is also open for conferences or just for conferences of the teams who will come here?
Yes. So we have conference rooms, and basically they're there for corporate clients, and then some of them would come here to do their planning sessions, but they would always have a ropes course element or a adventure element that they would do here.
Well, I think it's time for us to leave this point and go on a sort of a video tour of the facility.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So let's go.
Yeah.
We're now here in what call this bunk.
This is the bunkhouse.
Okay, bunkhouse. Okay, show us the inside.
All right, sure. Okay, so this is the bunkhouse, and then basically we can fit around 20 persons here. For kids, because they're small, we can go for around 22 or 24 kids.
Wow. So there really is going to be a rocket here.
Yes.
When the kids are not sleeping.
That's right. So that's why we really make sure then that they are asleep, and of course their teacher is also here with them.
And I noticed now there's no aircon
There's no aircon.
because it's cool.
It is cold, no?
And cold.
especially during early mornings. It's really cool. To the point that they would really turn off the electric fans, and then some of them would really
Close the shutters.
shut the windows. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go to the next.
Yeah.
Whoa, what's the next?
Okay. For every facilities also, as you can see, that there's an emergency phone.
Always an emergency.
Always emergency phone. So
Okay.
in case of emergency, the students or teachers can use it. Okay, and then their toilet and shower facilities are down there. And then they would also have a drying area to the right side. The faucets and also the water fountain, they're all down there also. So this one over here is an open area. This is where they can also talk and prepare for their activities.
Okay. Okay, let's go to the
Yep.
next. Incidentally, you also have an operations room here, right?
Yes, we do have an operations room, and this is where this is our course manager. It is among the staff. We rotate every week, and then basically the responsibility of the course manager is to be on top of the courses 24/7. So he is there monitoring all of the courses that is going on in the center, and making sure that all their meals are done on time, making sure that everything runs smoothly. And he will also be responsible for, and he will also be the one responsible if ever there are some incidents. No? He will be the one managing them. So he will be our HQ whenever there's a problem.
It's command center then.
Yes, command center.
Okay, we're now in what's this? The executive
This is the corporate cabins.
the corporate cabin.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is where our corporate clients, this is where we house them.
Okay, let's take a look.
Let's take a look inside. Okay. So it has 4 bedrooms, 4 beds. Okay.
Very comfortable.
It's comfortable, yes. The idea is that they're just really going to be here to sleep and also to maybe talk also about their experiences.
But it has an aircon.
It has an aircon, yes. Because the price is also different.
Okay, because
They
the
also pay more.
corporate they can pay more. Yes,
Yes.
they can afford it.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's very important that, but at least it's also a way of bonding, no?
That's right.
Because
yes.
most of these corporate guys, they go to a hotel, they stay in one room. But
That's correct.
now they stay 4 to a room, and that is something that is really
Yeah.
a lesson for them also to learn.
That's right. For some of them, they actually they come together in one room. For example, this one, there are 10 guys here. They will be talking about their experience and also sharing what does it mean for them when they go back to their
That's true.
workplace. Yeah.
Well, when they go back, they will be learning a lot. Thank you, Noel, for showing me these facilities. I did not expect this to be, it looks luxurious, but it's really Spartan.
Yes.
And there must be a reason for that.
Yes, because this is an adventure education center, and then we are really centered into training. And when we bring in our kids, it really is in the purpose of them to develop their character and also prepare them to become the leaders of today and also of the future.
Well, in this cabin also, the leaders of today are also
That is
trained to
correct.
be better leaders, right?
That's correct, yes.
Well, you have to really hand it to Ramon Aboitiz Foundation for bringing the Kool Adventure Camp to Cebu, the only one facility in the Philippines, and we'll be having our parting shots after this break.
Imagine a new world. A dependable world. An innovative world. A flexible world. A rewarding world. A surprising, exciting, inviting world. A world we know you would expect. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Globe. Let's create a wonderful world.
Oh, andito na tayo.
I miss my friends in New York. Me too.
Ay, kayo talaga? You're gonna like it here. Trust me.
Open their eyes to a world of possibilities. Give them limitless discoveries.
Hello? Can I order B and Sport Channel, please?
Keep them inspired.
Hey Mom, did I miss the show?
Nope. Rewind ko na lang.
And let them experience life on their own terms. Here, you get